Across the vast landscapes of India, far from the bustling cities and well-trodden tourist paths, stand temples so ancient, so mysterious, and so unusually engineered that even modern researchers struggle to explain them. These aren't the temples you see in travel brochures. These are the ones shrouded in legend, whispered about in ancient stories as places of warning, and sites that locals often hesitate to approach after dark. What is fact? What is folklore? And what lies in the blurry space between? That's what we're here to explore. Our journey begins in the remote forests of Orissa, where a colossal stone structure rises from the earth like a jagged tooth. Locals call it the Temple That Watches, a name passed down through countless generations. According to tribal traditions, this temple predates even the oldest known kingdoms of India. The legends don't speak of it being built in any documented era. Some stories claim it simply appeared. While historians see this as symbolic storytelling, the structure itself offers few clues. It bears no inscriptions, no carvings identifying its creators or its purpose. Instead, its walls are covered in unusual symbols that, according to some visitors, seem to subtly shift and move as the light changes, a phenomenon often dismissed as a clever optical effect. When archaeologists first entered the site in 2012, they were stunned. The inner chamber displayed an unheard-of level of geometric precision, appearing to be aligned with distant star clusters. While enthusiasts point to this as proof of advanced ancient knowledge, MAINSTREAM, researchers admit that the exact purpose of the alignment is still unconfirmed. Geological tests of the stone revealed it to be exceptionally dense, but there's no official evidence that the builders used unknown tools, leaving the method of construction a complete puzzle. Shortly after these initial investigations, local authorities closed the site, stating it needed stabilization. But unverified reports began to circulate. Some claimed that deeper, undiscovered chambers were emitting a low-frequency, rhythmic hum. These claims remain unproven, viewed with skepticism by the scientific community, but they've only added to the temple's mystique. And this is just one example. Across India, other temples inspire similar awe and speculation. Take the Aravotesvara temple, where a set of stone steps produces distinct musical notes when tapped. Historians have well documented this acoustic marvel, but the exact intention behind it remains a subject of intense debate. Was it a sign of sophisticated sound design, an ancient form of musical architecture? Or is it simply a remarkable, but explainable, resonance phenomenon? Then we travel to Maharashtra, to the world-renowned Kailasa temple. This monumental structure wasn't built. It was carved from a single, massive basalt mountain. The sheer scale of the work continues to astound architects and engineers today. Local folklore, of course, has a more dramatic explanation. It was carved overnight by celestial beings. While researchers rightfully classify this as mythology, the actual construction techniques used to create such a masterpiece are still a topic of ongoing study and wonder. How did they do it? Perhaps the most baffling stories, however, come from the deserts of Rajasthan. Here, a temple known in local tradition as the Silent Chamber has long been associated with strange tales. For centuries, travelers have reported their compasses behaving erratically near the site, though these accounts are purely anecdotal and have never been formally verified. When a research team explored the interior in the late 1990s, they discovered intricate wall patterns that some immediately interpreted as star maps. Mainstream scholars argued they were more likely symbolic carvings, but the debate was far from settled. The chamber also has curious acoustic properties. It's an almost echoless space. While this can be achieved with certain architectural designs, visitors have described the atmosphere as deeply unsettling. Notes from the 1998 expedition team even mention subjective experiences, like sudden shifts in air pressure or the distinct sensation of being watched. These were, of course, likely influenced by the profound silence and isolation, but they add to the lore. After that expedition, access to the site was restricted, and the detailed findings were never formally published, which only fueled more speculation instead of providing clear answers. Underground tunnels discovered near some of these temple sites add another layer of intrigue. Near Chidambaram, one such tunnel leads to a chamber decorated with carvings of strange, elongated humanoid figures. Researchers believe they likely represent deities or symbolic guardians. Enthusiasts, naturally, propose far more exotic explanations, but without any inscriptions or historical context, any interpretation remains purely speculative. Another site, nicknamed the Temple of Endless Steps, is a masterpiece of illusion. Its staircases are designed to create powerful optical tricks, making visitors feel as though they are walking sideways or even defying gravity. Researchers explain this effect as a clever use of forced perspective and geometric manipulation. But ancient myths tell a different story, portraying it as a portal-like structure with shifting, impossible corridors. People who have explored it describe powerful sensations of disorientation. But these are most likely due to a combination of psychological and environmental factors. One of the most fiercely debated findings comes from a subterranean chamber in Tamil Nadu. Inside, on a stone pedestal, sits an egg-shaped object. This artifact is reported to feel strangely cool to the touch and is associated with mild, localized electromagnetic readings. The internet has exploded with theories, but most scholars attribute the readings to natural variations in the local geology. Local legends, however, describe the object as a sleeping eye connected to ancient sky beings. A fascinating story rooted in myth, not verified history. Many of these temples also share another curious feature. They align perfectly with astronomical patterns or sit on precise geographical grids spanning the continent. Some researchers believe these alignments served ceremonial or calendrical purposes, helping ancient societies track the seasons and stars. Others propose more speculative theories, suggesting they are remnants of a lost global system of knowledge. What is certain is that the precision found in these structures continues to inspire awe and curiosity. Taken together, these sites paint a picture of incredible engineering mastery, rich cultural symbolism, and ancient storytelling. Whether the mysteries arise from truly advanced ancient practices, misunderstood historical techniques, or just centuries of accumulated myth, the result is the same. India's so-called forbidden temples are some of the most captivating enigmas on Earth. As new research unfolds, and as the old legends continue to echo through time, one truth remains. These temples challenge our understanding, not because they defy reality, but because they invite us to walk the thin line between history, imagination, and the vast, beautiful unknown. Thanks for joining us on this journey. If you found this as fascinating as we do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more explorations into the world's greatest mysteries.